And in Nakuru, over 60 members of county public service boards drawn from 10 counties are converging today to discuss, among other things, the implementation of the Leadership and Integrity Act and a declaration of income and assets for public officers.
Well, the meeting comes in the backdrop of several reports indicating corruption is rampant in counties. We now cross over to Nakuru, where Marianne Nyambura is covering that story for us. Marianne, could this be the silver bullet in fighting corruption?
Well, Trevor and Zinzi, what the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission actually saying is that it's actually imperative to ensure that they involve all county public service board members, just to ensure that they join together in the fight against graft. Remember, it's actually true that county governments have actually been put on the spot of allegations of corruption. But at the moment here in Nakuru, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, as well as the county public service boards from 10 different counties, including Nyandarua, Elgeyo Marakwet, Turkana, Nakuru, as well as Uasin Gishu and Laikipia counties, have just converged here in Nakuru just to ensure that they discuss more about the Leadership and Integrity Act of 2012, as well as the declaration of income, assets and liabilities. But joining me just to shed more light about the importance of this activity on the backdrop of such cases being rampant in the counties is the Commissioner Abdi, EACC Commissioner Abdi Dabar, who will shed more light about this issue. Kindly, sir, maybe you could join us here. Maybe you could start off with how crucial is this for the county governments?
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Dabar Abdi Malim, Commissioner with Ethics and Corruption, and the Chairman of the Prevention, Public Education and Awareness Creation Committee of the Commission. We are happy to be here today in Nakuru, and as you have been introduced, the purpose for this workshop today, which is taken today and tomorrow, almost very, very significant to the fight against corruption. Point number one, many of the counties are now constituting their second lot of the public service boards, because the term of the first group have ended and quite a number of them are new, and we need to induct them as what are their roles as per the Constitution of Kenya and the County Governments Act, and what is the role they should play in the prevention of and fight against corruption. Point number two, as you are aware, 2019 is a wealth and assets declaration year, and the public service boards is one of the constitutional institutions that are supposed to collect all the information regarding declaration of wealth and liabilities from their staff. So we need also to induct them, and because EACC at the end of the day is the overall institution responsible for the correction of the report and analysis. We are therefore giving them to get the opportunity and induct them, and what is their role and how they are able to process this, because the declaration has already started from 1st of November. Point number three, the County Public Service Board hold the most important human resource aspect of the county government. They are the ones who run the huge numbers of public servants who, in one way or the other, sometimes fall into the trap of corruption and the rest. And they are one of our most important partners in this endeavor. So we need to really build their capacity, show how they are able to collaborate with EACC, because some of the reports from the counties, for instance, the main complaint is what we call the nepotism, bribery seeking when people are being recruited, and then sometimes there are people who are really not having the correct guidance as given. So all those things are some of the things that really need to be guided against so that we don't fall into corruption. And finally, the County Public Service Board is one of the most important partners of Kenya, the Ethics Anti-Corruption Commission. We have started this work in the last few weeks. We have divided the 49 counties into 4 regions. This is the last. The first one took in Nyeri, second was in Mombasa, third was in Kisumu, and today is where we are having today and tomorrow, where we have about 10 counties. There are supposed to be 12, but 2 counties maybe have not come because some of them are still in the process of recruiting. Some have even maybe not completed the process. So this is why we're here today, and we would like to spend with them. We are blessed that and pleased that the governor will be our guest, chief guest here today, the governor of Nakuru, and we are looking forward how we can really partner and then fight corruption as much as possible so that we can really get rid of this problem which is affecting Kenyans.
Maybe as we wind up, you could tell us, is this a step in the right direction? We've seen so many counties are being put on the spot of matters of corruption, allegations rather. So do you think this is a step in the right direction? You visited now so far 4 different regions, and this is actually the final one. So have you gotten that specific answer to dealing with the graft in the counties?
Of course, you are aware there are a lot of cases from the counties regarding corruption, as any other part of the, similar to the national government. But just as we have, when we talk of corruption at the national level, the Ministry of Interior and the Health and others come, because those are the frequently utilized resources or service delivery institutions. The same when we come to the counties, the county public service boards actually become also a high area for corruption, including what you call procurement and finance and health. So in that case, we are really trying our best to avoid pitfalls. Instead of people being actually, and I'm very happy the counties are now realizing, they want to learn how do we prevent. We have huge requests for what do you call corruption risk assessment from the counties, because they really want to know how can they fight instead of having seen their names in the papers that they're most corrupt and this and this. And once these loopholes are actually plugged in, then prevention will take and people will be aware of. Sometimes officers actually become culprits because of lack of information, and that is why they need to be aware so that at least they know what is expected to do about the fight against corruption.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, Zinzi and Trevor, there you have it. That is EACC Commissioner Dabar Abdi just telling us more about this whole issue and the reason as to why it's crucial actually to have such discussions with the county public service boards. But for our viewers, we're actually taking a short break here on Daybreak. We will be right back. Stay tuned.